Okay, welcome. We are officially starting the group chat. Welcome everybody who's here tonight. And in this group chat, we're going to kind of do like a mixed bag. I want to go over some good, solid appraisal training for you guys, some negotiating and ads. Because remember, guys, right? Those are the three main things to be successful in this business: is negotiating, first of all, appraisals, negotiating, and ads. So if you can figure out what the items are worth really, really well, and then you can learn how to close most of those leads that you get, and you can place ads and get lots of leads, you're going to do $10,000 a month. This is the formula for getting to $10,000 a month, right? Now, in those three things, there's a lot of different things that encompass that, right? We can talk about negotiation just for 3 hours, but in this one, I want to go over, like, we made a whole list of questions before the group chat of specific situations that we run into, so I'll cover those. But before we get started, let's do some appraisal drills, because appraisals is the nuts and bolts of where this all started. If your appraisals are off, everything you do is going to struggle from there, right? You won't be very good at closing many deals, and it doesn't matter how many ads you place. If you're not closing deals, you won't get any phones. Would everybody agree with that, right? So let's focus on appraisals first. So anybody want to pick a phone to appraise or an item to appraise, or do you want me to pick one for you and give you some tests? What do you guys think? Xbox One. Should we do video games? Let's try to stick with something other than a video game just right now, and we can get into a video game after if you want and be advanced. Because the video games, I don't know if those are a little tough. You want to? Yeah, well, we'll do a video game. I'll do that. Let's do an easy one first, and then Joe, remind me to do the Xbox One, and we'll do it. Feldon's going to go in an iPhone X with a bad digitizer. Okay, now does everybody know what a digitizer is? I'll help you guys with some phone terms. Who knows what digitizer means? Give me a yes if you do. Give me a no if you don't. Okay, so when on your phone, right, you have the glass, which is the part that you see right here. Underneath that is the picture, right? Actually, there's three layers. It's the glass, then you have the digitizer, then the part that makes the picture is called an LCD. The LCD is kind of like a TV in your phone. That's the LCD. The digitizer is like a thin membrane between the glass and the LCD that registers your touch. So that when I go like this, the digitizer is what makes the phone move, okay? So when there's a problem with the touch screen, it means you have a bad digitizer. Now, if it's cracked, here's why. I'll tell you, this might be good for you guys to know, because you can buy more phones or feel like a little more confident on that. If it's just cracked and the screen works, the digitizer works, and the LCD works, there's a lot of companies that are able to refurbish these with machines and cut the glass off the phone and put a new glass on, so it doesn't really take apart the value that much. Have you guys noticed most of your phones that are cracked but the screen works, they're not that much off, especially if it's an iPhone, from the regular price? Like, you might lose 30, 40 bucks on most of these higher end phones, right? Sam says buy for 130, sell for 280. Wait a minute, we haven't gotten into the phone yet. Hold on, we'll get into that in a second. Okay, so anyways, the digitizer is that. So when someone says it's got a bad digitizer, what does that mean, guys? You tell me, what does it mean? If I say, I've got a Galaxy S8, but the digitizer doesn't work, it means bad. You're going to list it as a bad LCD. You're going to appraise it as a bad LCD, or you're going to list it as a bad LCD. All right. So let's do that. Let's do an iPhone X for AT&T. And I say to you, oh yeah, I've got an iPhone X, but the screen doesn't work. When you try to touch it, the screen doesn't move. How much would you give me for that? Okay, so everybody type in what you would type in the eBay search bar, and then tell me how much you'll sell it on eBay for, and then how much you would offer for that. Okay, so I say to you, I've got an iPhone X, the screen doesn't work on it, and it's for AT&T. And let's see what else. Let's see what you guys say. So Sam already put in there, buy for 300, sell for 500. Let me do the appraisal really quick while you guys do it. Type it in the chat. Let's see how fast you guys can get it. If you're brand new, just just follow through with this anyways, even if you don't know what you're doing, because that's the only way you learn, right? So just try to do the best you can. Okay, I'm doing my appraisal right now. All right, let's see what everybody's saying here. Sell for 275, buy for 130. Sell for 300 to 330, buy for 160. 270, 180, buy for 160, sell for 280. So we get everybody's kind of on the same wavelength as far as the price. We get a little bit of fluctuation. Ray says buy for 135, sell for 270. Okay, so good job, guys. You guys mostly got it. Let's do the appraisal together and see how we got it. So they say to us it's an iPhone X and the screen doesn't work. So we know that means bad LCD. So what we would search for is iPhone X, smartphone, AT&T, bad LCD. And let's take a look at what we got. So here's the most recent one. Everybody make sure under sort you have ended recently, so that way you have them at the top. And we got $270 plus $5 shipping. Remember, when we're doing appraisal, you add the shipping to the price. So that's actually $275. This one sold for $275. And we want to make sure it matches. This one is a bad LCD because see, half the screen is like all black. That's good. We can use that one. This one has got all the black spots again. That's good. That means we can compare it. So right now we're about $275. This is a duplicate listing though. See that? So we want to not use these two. We only count it as one. So you got one at $275, one at $275. We got one at $381, but look at this one. This one's a $256. Can we use that one? Can we use one that's $256? No. Remember, we want to appraise on the lowest gigabytes, right? So we don't want to use that. And then, we got one here that's only $251. And this was sold January 26th. So would I really want to appraise this over $275? What do you guys think? Do you think I should appraise this at $290 or $280 or $300? No, probably not, right? Because none of them sold higher than $275. So we know for sure $275 is probably the max. But what does this tell? This scares me a little bit because this is even a month old and only sold for $251. So what do you think is more likely our price? I'm thinking like $260 would be pretty good. I think this might have just been low. Maybe it was an auction style. I don't know. Maybe they lowballed themselves. But the market is not that great, right? And it's going down. Here's the recent one, 270. I still would say 260 maybe. 260, 265. And then what would we offer on a $260 deal? We want to offer about 130. But if it's a cracked LCD, guys, on the cracked LCDs, you can get away with going a little lower, just so you know. So you could probably buy this phone for even 120 and get away with it. And that would be a great profit, right? Do you know why we could make more money on these cracked LCD phones? Anybody know why? Felon says, yeah, the damaged ones. Absolutely. All the guys making money in this business, we love cracked LCD. We love cracked phones, right? Because who is going to buy this? They can't, if they say, oh, I'll sell it myself, unless they know the stuff that I'm teaching you guys right now, which very few people do. Very few people know how to list a phone on eBay. They're scared to list on eBay. It takes a lot of skill and training to start selling on eBay. They're not going to sell it on eBay. They're not going to be able to get someone on Craigslist. They don't even think they can sell it themselves because it's a bad LCD. So your competition is reduced greatly. That's why I love these cracked LCD phones. Does that make sense to everybody? Is everybody on the same page with me there with that? Okay, so you can get away with them with the cracked LCDs. Don't be scared of these. They're fantastic. Okay, Pavlin says he's got a good one. What is yours? Chris says, I love no power and damaged devices. Oh, me too. Especially like no power or water damaged phones. You can buy those for $5 or $10 and sell them for $100 all the time. But let's do that really quick. I got a good one for you guys. Let's do this one. I'm gonna give you guys a tough one. You want a tough one?
I have.
All right, and I'm not even gonna tell you what the phone is. I'm gonna be like the caller. Okay. So, and so it's this nice juicy profit. All right, I'm going to be the caller to all of you guys, and you're going to appraise my phone for me. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, so I've got it's a Samsung Galaxy, and it's an S8, but I dropped it in the toilet the other day, and it's not working. So I don't know. I gotta go get insurance, or I gotta upgrade my phone. Would you guys buy that? You guys answer me now. What would you say? Powell says no. Felon says, okay, great. Will says, yeah, sure. You don't like it because it was dropped in the toilet. That's it. That's all it is, isn't it? Yeah. Look, get yourself a wet nap and you're good to go. Okay, I'm definitely buying that phone. I want that phone all day because let's look up really quick, right? Let's look up a Galaxy S8 for Verizon with no power. This is what we would do. So if that person calls up and they're like, oh, I dropped my phone in the toilet, it's got no power. All right, let's do this. Galaxy S8 smartphone, no power. And let's do Verizon. Let's see what comes up. Now, sometimes these are a little tougher to do appraisals because they don't show up or something. All right, now this one's cracked. This one's no power. That's 50 bucks. Are they going to be able to sell that? If that thing is dropped in the toilet, what do you think they're doing with that phone? What do you think, guys? They're throwing it out. They're throwing it out. They're getting rid of the thing. Verizon's not going to take it as a trade-in, and the sure as hell aren't going to sell it on Craigslist. They're going to throw it out. So give them $5 for it. Give them $5. Who would do $5 on that and sell it for 50? Anybody? I'll do it all day long. And then I'll upsell them on selling me their MacBook, their little tablet, or anything like that. By the way, that reminds me, for those guys that haven't seen this yet, make sure in the group you download the upselling script that I made. Okay, and every time, my own employees have this, every time you buy a phone, you've got to be doing the upsell script. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the business. By the way, we buy all kinds of electronics, such as laptops, MacBooks, iPads, iPods, tablets, cameras, and smartwatches. Do you have anything else you would like to bring down to sell? This, guys, can take a slow day and turn it into an amazing day if you do this correctly. Every single person, okay? And we had on the list, remember, someone asked, is this a slow time? Yes. Between February and April is usually the slowest time of the year for this business because everybody's got their money from taxes, right? And they all are, they've got plenty of cash in their pocket. So they're not as desperate to sell items, or they don't need the cash as bad. So we've got to be a little smarter, a little harder. Now, that doesn't mean there's no business. We still are at 30,000 for the month right now. But it means we've just got to tighten up our processes a little bit better, right? So if you've only got, 2 items for the day, but you can upsell them and get 2 more, you literally doubled your business for free just by upselling. Without spending any more money, without putting any more work in for ads, literally you just asked them for more and you got it. Okay? Who's doing this right now, the upselling scripted process? Give me a yes if you've actually used this and it's worked and you're actually doing it. Ray says yes, Joe says yes, Chris says yes, Keisha says me, Ray says did it today, Kenya says yes. Boom! Fantastic, guys. That is just awesome. Frankie says yes. Felden says yes. Lane says, I'm upselling, not from the script, though. Well, at least you're upselling, so that's good. Even, as long as it's working, that's the key. Says yes. So we have a lot of people that actually are doing it. Great. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's get back to the appraisals. Let's see. You know what? Let's do this one. Joe had a good one. He said Xbox. Anybody flipping video games here? Has anybody tried that? Consoles? Felden says me. Awesome. Felden, how many are you usually getting, by the way? I see a lot of no's, I want to. He says about 4 a month. Yeah, we probably get 1 or 2 a week with video game consoles. I mean, you don't get rich off them, but you know what? If you make an extra $100 per video game console, that's like $400 or $500 in free money, right? So what the heck? It's like, most of you guys, that's half a rent, half your mortgage, $400 or $500, right? So let's do this. Let's do an appraisal. Xbox One, 500 gigabyte, you said, Joe? Let's try this. Tell me, guys, what do you think it's going to sell for and what you would buy it for? An Xbox One, 500 gigabytes. And this one's just the, it's not the 1S. It's just the 1540 model, just the basic Xbox One model, 500 gigabytes. See, someone says selling for about 180, buy for 75. Nathan Sweet says he was doing 5,000 a month alone on vintage gaming stuff. Fantastic. That's awesome. There is good money in the vintage gaming, guys, if you could do it. We've sold some video games that are like this small. We've gotten 50 to 100 bucks for them, too. Definitely great to buy that stuff. Someone says I get offered a PS1 Dreamcast. Okay, so nobody's answering on the Xbox here, guys. We're not getting any appraisals. What do you guys think? Lane says sell for 110, buy for 35. Buy for 50, sell for 100. All right. So I see we need some work on this. This was a good one then. Let's go over how you would handle a video game. So it looks like it's going to sell for about 120 to 110 on eBay. Okay. But here's the thing, guys. Does anybody know how much it costs to ship an Xbox One? It's like $30 to ship an Xbox One usually, right? Between $20 to $30. Depends how you pack it if you want to get really creative. But it's very expensive. So can we pay $50 for this and make any money? Absolutely not. By the time we pay the eBay fees and the shipping, we're not going to make anything, right? So we could sell it locally, but then we got to get compensated for our time. So what happens is some people will pay like 40 for these and try to sell them locally to get the $100, but you're forgetting that that time that you spent could have been getting more phones and making more profit. So you don't want to spend your time selling these locally unless you're going to make big profit on it. So we'll offer like 20 bucks for these, okay? If it costs us 20 bucks to ship and we want to sell on eBay, we're still making a $60 profit, which is nice. Okay, so you don't want to offer the same percentage as phones on this. Yes, and we get them. We get them for 20 bucks all the time. We get PS4s for 20 bucks regularly. We get Xbox Ones for 20 bucks. We get them regularly. We don't get loads of them, but we get 1 to 2 a week, and that's from upselling. That's from upselling. We actually had a guy was training my top employee. You guys know Austin, right? This guy sold us. It was like a PS4 for 20 bucks or something. He bought it back from us for 80, and then he came in and sold us a laptop. He sold the laptop, and then he sold us the PS4. It was he sold us the PS4, then he bought it back for 80, then he sold it back to us again for 20, then he brought us back a laptop, used that cash to buy back the PS4 again for 80. So this guy had traded in twice and bought it, and we actually got extra stuff from it too. So it's kind of crazy. But someone says, sounds like he's on crack. Well, I don't know what he was doing, but he was conscious when he came in and did it, and that's all I care about. And he seemed okay. People are laughing. All right. People say, well, guys, we don't try to worry about what they're doing. I mean, believe it or not, a lot of these people are selling this stuff cheap, and they're normal people. Like, they just don't care that much. They're selling their stuff. Some of them are desperate. Some of them need the cash, but a lot of them are just too busy. They don't feel like doing it. They just want to get rid of their stuff and they want to move on. That's it, right? So someone says, I could care less what they do. Give me the phone. How do you get them to sell for cheap? You just offer it. I mean, not everybody is going to say yes, but you just make an offer on this. Okay. And if you guys are getting enough leads and you're trying, you're going to get these types of deals. That's the thing. But you've got to get a lot of leads in you, and you've got to be accepting this stuff. So you don't get it unless you ask for it, right? So you've got to say, hey, I buy MacBooks, tablets, cameras. We almost always get these type of things from upselling. We rarely get them from leads. Sometimes we get them from leads, but most of the time it's from upselling because they don't have time to shop around. They're not looking. They're like, yeah, a lot of people, I mean, I've got 3 PS4s in the closet I haven't even sold yet, and we sell this stuff for a living. I still got to get rid of them. So even I have stuff just laying around. We were moving right now, and I found a PS3 just sitting in a box. I was like, oh, I forgot I had this. People just have stuff and they want to get rid of it. Okay. Anyways, all right. Let's get into now. Are you guys good in the negotiation? Was this helpful? Okay. You guys want to see a Spike the Dinosaur? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Pablo once flipped the Spike the Dinosaur, and he bought it for $5. Check this thing out. Let's see if it's still selling anything. I don't even know if they have a full one anymore. What happened? It's all the remotes. Oh, here we go. Imagine X. Let's do Fisher Pro. Oh, there he is, $70. Pablo once got one of these things right here, $5, and he bought it and he sold it for 70. Boom. All right. Let's see what else we got on here. Yeah. So I mean, anything, guys. If you can make a profit on it, do an appraisal on it and buy it. Take the shot. All right. So we got. Let's see. Are damaged phones good to buy? We did that. How do you get people with the older phones to sell them? Which one of these things you guys want to go over first? Which one of these objections you think? Why do you have to make so much profit? How do you get people with the cheaper phones to sell them to you? Cheaper phones, the ones that don't want to sell that low. How to get people with the cheaper phones? Okay. So one, it's kind of a mindset thing, right? And we get a bunch of these. We get a bunch of them that we buy for $5 and we sell them for 60. Let me see if I'll go through some of my recent orders. You guys see on my live videos, right? Here's our eBay last 31 days is 30,000. Let's look at some of the recent orders we had. And I mean, look at this Xbox 360. We paid $3 for this thing. It's just a controller, but I mean, we made 30. We're not gonna get rich off of it, but what the hell? We paid $3 for it, right? So I mean, might as well. I'll take it. It's free money, right? Let me see if anything's under. Look at this. Here's an iPhone 6, AT&T, $89.95. Let's see what we paid for that. We paid $40. Okay, so I mean, that's not a $5 phone, but I still like these iPhone 6s. Does anybody here flip those? Because that's still not a bad profit, right? That's a $50 profit. Everybody's saying yes, yes, yes. They're fantastic. I love them. So if you're turning those down, then you might be missing out on good profits right there. Let's see. This is an iPhone 6s Plus. Sold this for $110 and we paid $50. So we still doubled our money on that one. I'm trying to find a real cheap one here. Look at this, Galaxy S4. This one, here's another one. We paid $3 for it, I think. Let me look. I think it was like 3 or 5. I hope we didn't pay any more. Oh, we paid 10. Bleh. Someone overpaid for that. But still, we made a profit. It's still $30. What the hell? You know, it's free money. Let's see. Beats by Dre. Here's another one, $89.95. Let's see what we paid for these. $20. These are great. Is anybody buying Dre Beat headphones? We actually run ads for speakers and for headphones, by the way. So like waterproof speakers like this JBL, Dre Beats, this is another way to add to your sales. Now, some of you guys might just be trying to get phones, but you're missing out on a lot of opportunities for all these other items, because if you look at all the different items that we're doing, then, I mean, look at, we've got a smartwatch here. We made good money on that. We've got an iPad, an Xbox controller. We've got a phone here, but then we got a Surface Pro. We've got a couple iPhones. We've got another laptop. We got more phones. We've got a smartwatch. We've got earpods. I mean, we bought these right here for, I think, $40. We sold them for $130. Let's see, $50. $50 and we sold them for $130. So that is a $70 profit on those earpods. Has anybody bought any of those yet? And again, that's a $70 profit right there on those. That's a real nice, easy upsell to get those type of things. More Surface Pros, more laptops, more smartwatches. So guys, this is how we are still doing big numbers, even in a slow market right now, is by buying a lot of different types of items, okay? What do you guys think? Has this been helpful to see this? Or do you want to just move on to the negotiation? We're saying, yes, I needed this. Feldon needed this. Feldon, you're almost at $40,000 a month. But that's good. I like how you're at $40,000 a month. You still say you needed it. Will says yes. All right, let's. So for the cheaper items, to get the people to sell this, it's really a mindset, believing they'll do it. Okay. If you just ask, for example, let's say this. Let's do a quick role play between me and you guys. You guys all type the responses. I'll be the customer. Okay. I say to you, I've got let's say it's an iPhone 5S for Verizon. What is that selling for right now? Let's see, I think like 60 or 70 bucks, right? iPhone 5S Verizon. Let's just see. $50. Okay, we'll appraise it at 50, and you guys offer me 5 for it. Okay, so here we go. Hey, how you doing? So I saw you guys had this ad on Craigslist, and I have a phone I'd like to sell. It's an iPhone. Do you guys buy iPhones? Okay, you guys give me a response to that. Let's see. Mike says, yes, we sure do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Feldon says, yes, what do you have? Nobody else asked the closing question but Feldon, and Feldon's doing $40,000 a month. So this is right here is something that, guys, is a major thing that you might not have noticed, but everybody, there's not one person here other than Feldon yet, until I said this, that said, yes, what do you have, instead of yes, we do. There's a big difference between the two of those, okay? So if I saw, because one is continuing to close and is asking for the order. The other one is just making a statement, and you lose control. So the customer kind of loses respect for you as a business person because you're not leading the conversation. So we want to lead the conversation by always following up with the question after every one. So yes, we do. What do you have? Not just yes, we do. Does that make sense to you guys? Everybody on the same page with that? Okay. So if someone says, do you buy iPhones? Yes, we do. What do you have? Very important, that closing question. So that way the customer feels comfortable with us as a business professional. And this goes through calls or text, either one of those. All right. So I have, it's an iPhone 5S, I believe. iPhone 5S. Do you guys buy those? Okay, you guys give me your response. Bob Fritz says, yep, $5. That's how you would respond, Bob? Not you. I know you'd respond differently than that. Fallon says, okay, great. Yes, we do. Do you have any issues with it? Kenny says, yes, we do. How many gigabytes is it? Andrew says, yes, we do. What is the carrier? Lane says, absolutely. Is that Verizon? Chris says, yes. Any issues with it? Yes, we do. What carrier? Of course. What carrier? Okay, good job. Now you guys are getting it. Excellent. Okay, yes. What carrier is? It's with Verizon. It's an iPhone 5S with Verizon. What's your follow-up on that now, guys? What would you say? Kenny says, how many gigabytes? Okay, great. Any issues? Lane says, perfect. Is that 16 gigabytes? Okay, great. Any issues? Okay, great. I can give you 5 for that. Is that cool? Okay, great. Any problems with it? Okay, great. What condition is? Okay, great. Any issues or cracks? I'm sorry. Yep, $5 threw me off. Bob Fritz says, how many gigabytes? Any cracks, scratches? Okay, so we have a variety of answers here, and some of the, even from some of the top guys, the message varies. So let's look at this. What is the best response to that question? So they say it's an iPhone 5S Verizon. Some people say, what's the gigabyte? Some people said, okay, great. Are there problems with it? Some people said, okay, great. I can give you $5 for it. Here's the 2 responses I think are the ones that are the correct answer that I, based on closing, millions of dollars in phones on eBay, I would say, yes, we do. I could do $5 for that. Is that cool? Or is that fair? Does that work? I usually say, is that cool? I could do $5 on that. Is that cool? Or, yes, we do buy those. Does it happen to have any cracks or damage? No? Okay, great. I can give you $5 for it. Is that cool? I don't like to say, are there any issues with it or what are the problems? Because I feel like those are kind of like focusing on the negatives. I just like to say, is there any cracks or damage? No? Okay, great. I can give you $5 on that. Is that cool? Now, someone said to me earlier today, they felt always funny using the word, is that fair, in a negotiation. Does anybody else feel weird using these words like, is that cool? Is that fair? Does that work for you? I see sometimes people have resistance to talking like this because it's not natural, right? It's not how we're supposed to talk. But guys, if we continue to do what we've always done, what do we get? What we've always gotten, right? Okay, so we have to, if we want to change what we're getting, we need to change what we're doing to get it. So you're just going to have some blind faith and know, like, for example, Chris Schroeder, do you mind coming on and talking for a second about that? Oh, yeah, I think his video froze.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah. Do you mind talking about this very quick? Because you were messaging me today and you said something about this, telling me the story. Can you give me your take on the, is that fair? Is that cool?
Yeah. Sorry, I was running after my child. He was trying to eat something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. No problem.
So I used to be uncomfortable with it whenever you first came out with your script. And then I just started using it more and more. Just, instead of typing it out, I would just copy and paste it. That way it kind of didn't feel weird. It just made it a little bit easier, I guess, just copying and pasting it. And then I just started using it all the time because it just worked. I was scared to use it at first just because it sounds weird. Because I've never actually had a conversation where I was like, hey, is that fair? Like, does that sound fair to you? Stuff like that.
Right. So what I get from people is like, if I say, is that fair? Isn't that giving them a chance to say no? Well, it's giving them a respectful chance to make a decision. And it's showing rapport and respect for the person that I'm negotiating with. Negotiation, guys, is not a battle. It isn't like, let's knock each other out. Get in the ring. Come on, I'm going to beat you at this negotiation. Those negotiations fall apart and fail. Negotiation is, okay, we got a problem here. Let's see if we can work together and figure that out. So I can do $5 on that. Is that fair? Like, let's say you guys are trying to figure out what to do for the night, right? You talk to your friend. You're like, hey, man, I kind of want to go out to see a movie tonight. What do you think? And your friend says to you, I don't know if I really want to see a movie. I kind of want to go out to the bar. And you're like, well, I don't know. I'm tired of going out to the bar because I've been going out to the bar the last 2 nights. I kind of want to see a movie. Well, I don't really want to see a movie. I want to kind of go out to the bar. All right, well, tell you what. You want to go to the movies. I want to go to the bar. Let's see what we can do. How about this? How about we go see a movie early and we go out to the bar after? Oh, no shit. That works. All right, cool. Or how about we go see a movie, we go out to the bar after? Oh, well, I don't have enough money to go out to the bar and go see the movie. Ah, okay. Well, what can we do about it? We can go. I want to go see a movie. You want to go? You want to go to the bar? Is there anything else we could do that we both like? Laser tag. Oh, dude, we haven't played laser tag in like a year. All right, let's do it. Now you guys are probably like, what the hell are you talking about, Dave? Okay, but what this is we're putting our heads together to come up with a solution to find a problem. We're not fighting. That's what a real negotiation is. It's not like I'm right, you're wrong. It's okay. You know, I don't really agree with your post. Well, I don't agree with yours either. All right, well, I don't know. Is there something we can come up together that we can agree with? And having that attitude in negotiation is going to get you so many more deals. So when they say to you, right? Oh boy, the answers to what you guys wanted to go out and do, I'm not even going to repeat them. The answer to, like, let's say if you say, is that fair? And they say, no, it's not fair. I want more money for my phone. Well, what do we do on that situation then? What do you think would be the right response? How would we handle that? Oh, God. These comments. Let's stay focused, guys. Stay focused. Kenneth says, I totally understand. How much were you looking to get for it? Okay. Mike says, what were you looking to get for it? Feldon says, you guys are going to make me have a laughing attack. Chris says, I totally understand how much you're looking for. Diana says, what do you think is fair? Okay. So if you're in a respectful negotiation, now it depends. Phone call versus text is a little bit different. Text, you got to be a little bit more to the point because you don't have the rapport over the phone. Okay. So it depends. If you're on a phone call, you'd respond this way. If you say, is that fair? And they say, no, it's not fair. I want more. I paid a lot of money for that phone. Okay, I totally understand. Unfortunately, because I'm a reseller, the market doesn't allow me to pay that much. I would love to pay you that much for the phone, but because of the resale value, I would only be able to do the $5 on it. But I mean, we're pretty close, and I can give you the cash today if you want. Now, notice my tone and my attitude. I know we have like scripts, and we have these cookie cutter responses and all that stuff, but do you see my empathy with the customer as I'm talking, right, matters. The empathy in your tone matters when you're with the customer. What's the difference when I say it this way? I totally understand. $5, you can't do that. What do you think is fair? Did that have the same effect, you think? Do you guys notice the difference? Or how about this? They say $5. No, I don't think it's fair. I paid $100. And you're like, I totally understand. What were you looking to get? Does that person feel like you have respect for them, or you've built up, you have rapport, or you appreciate them? No, right? So we want to have that feeling of empathy and consideration when we're on a phone call with someone. Now, text message is a little different. This is why I like phone calls, and I can close on a phone call a little bit better. But with text, you could respond a little bit differently. And that if they say, okay, $100, no, it's not fair. I want $100. I want more. I paid a lot of money for this phone. Can you give me more? And then you keep your answers short and sweet. You're not looking for tone. You're just getting right to the point. I would love to pay you that. However, the market doesn't allow me to pay that much because of the resale value on it. Is there anything that we could work out that would work for you? I haven't told you guys this one yet, right? Is there anything that would work with you? You might be saying, well, wait a minute. Now you're giving them the ball. No, you're not. You're still in control because remember, you're just talking with them. You're sharing ideas. And as long as they're engaging with you and they're staying in the conversation, do you have a chance to close the deal? When do we lose the deal? We lose the deal when they do what? They stop responding, right? So if we can maintain respect with them and we can continue to keep them in the conversation, we have a much better chance of closing them. So if I say to them, what would work for you? And they're like, well, I really need at least $70. I paid a lot. I really want $70. Wow. Geez, I'm really sorry. I wouldn't be able to do the 70 because, like I said, the market doesn't allow me to. Have you tried selling it yourself? And now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use reverse psychology on them. I'm going to tell them to sell it themselves. Right? This is different from what I've trained you guys before. You can use the objection rebuttal script, but I want to teach you guys how to be real high-level closers. If you're interested, this works well. And I've closed a ton of deals this way, right? So I say, have you tried selling it yourself? And the person's like, no. Oh, okay. Because you could probably get 50 if you want to sell it yourself. Now, some of you guys will say, well, what the hell, Dave? If I tell them to sell it themselves, they're going to sell it themselves. Only 10% of people will do that. I know for sure I've used this to close multiple people. And a lot of members are afraid sometimes that those people will sell themselves. So they don't even do this at all. They don't even try the strategy because they're like, if I do that, Dave, then nobody's going to sell me a phone. It's not true. I have a lot of members in here that are doing the strategy. So just try this out for maybe 3 days and see how it works. I say, have you tried selling yourself? No, I can't. Okay, you could probably get 50 bucks. You know, they're going on eBay for that much. Some people say not to say eBay. I like it. I don't think you lose some. David says, Sell says, yes, sir, works daily. I love using it. Yeah, I just talked to Dave today. He said he closed 5 deals from just repeat customers. So one of the things I love about this strategy is that you have very friendly, positive customers that come back to you to sell you phones because you've respected them and you've built a lot of trust. So why do you think it works? You might be saying, okay, well, how does this work? If I say to him, have you tried selling yourself? You could probably get 50 bucks. If not, you know, I'd be happy to give you the 5 bucks today. Does anybody know why this strategy actually is effective? Feldon says, I've been getting more deals since I stopped fighting people. Absolutely. Emotions, it gets them thinking because they're lazy, because you're trying to help them solve a problem, pleasure and pain. Okay, here's how it works, right? Let's say to you guys, let's say this, right? Let's say you're 18 years old and all your friends want to go drink, right? And you tell your mother you want to go drink with your friends. And your mother says, no way, you're not drinking at all. You're staying in your room and I don't want you drinking ever with your friends. Now, of course, you shouldn't be drinking. You're 18 years old, right? But of course, what do we want to do when someone tells us not to do something? We want to do exactly what they tell us not to do because that's our pride and we just want to do that stuff, right? So, right, or she's, you know, if you're a little kid and your mom says, don't you eat the cookies, no cookies for you, it just makes you want it more. But if your friends are going out drinking or something and your mother said, look, you can do whatever you want, I love you no matter what, if you really feel like you need to do it, I can't stop you. All I want to let you know is I don't know if I think it's a good idea at your age to be doing this, because I've seen other kids do this and this is what happened to so-and-so and they got in trouble and I care about you. I don't want to do that happen, but I can't stop you. If you've got to do it, you got to do it. Now, what do you think the kid would do? You think that kid is feeling rebellious now because of that? Because if the kid's going to do it, they're going to do it anyways. But at least I have a chance to sell them if they still like me. If they're not against me. If they don't spite me, I still got a chance, right? So see, when you guys tell people to sell, you know, have you tried selling yourself? At least if they're going to sell it themselves, guys, they're going to sell it themselves no matter what. Whether you're rude, you force them, no matter what you say, they're going to sell it themselves. We can't control that. But what we control, if they like us and they respect us and they trust us. And if they like, respect, and trust us, we're going to get a whole lot more deals than if they don't. Who's with me on this? Is everybody kind of buying into this? And going to try this technique and see if it works? Someone says, agree, yes, yes, yes. Frankie says, I'm with you. Fellow says, woo, makes sense. Awesome. Okay. David says, this totally works. Absolutely. Bob Frisch says, you're absolutely right. Corinne says, yes, I would as a seller. Trust is everything. Absolutely. So this is just me being a human being with people. And I found the people that are just really nice and are human beings and treat people like human beings tend to do the best in this business. David still says, my whole mindset is this way daily. Awesome. Okay, so that's probably my best negotiation for today on that. But you guys had asked me about the cheaper phones, right? So when you say $5, you know, is that fair? And they say, it's not really worth it for me to sell it to you for $5. I say, okay, I can relate to that. I definitely get it. There we go. See, I'm keeping rapport. When I'm like, I can relate to that. I understand it's only $5. Well, how about this? Do you have anything else to sell? And you see how I'm making that recommendation like that? Like, well, how about this? Do you have anything else you got? Now, again, I'm friendly with them. And I'm also relating to them. I'm saying I understand. Like, you know, I get it. I wouldn't want to come down either for $5. Do you have anything else? Because I actually buy MacBooks, tablets, laptops, smartwatches. If you've got something else, maybe we can do like a lot or something and be able to put something together to make it worth it for you to come down. So now, not only have you opened up the negotiation, you've kept the person in, but now you just open your chance of buying 3, 4, 5 items. So we'll get people come in, sell us 5, 6 things at a time, even if they're only $60 items. If I can buy 6 of those for $5 a piece, and I can sell all of them for $60 each, then I'm 6 times my money. Does that make sense, guys? Someone says my upsell game got huge just in those cases. Awesome. Let's see. Frankie says Grant Cardone is something like this when you ask him, how do you justify selling it to me on your own when you can get the most? And how do you justify selling it to me instead of on your own when you can get the most for it? And then shut up. That is excellent. Because then you're getting them to think. And then they won't negotiate so hard because you kind of call them out. I like that. Kevin Martinez says, I'm nervous we won't learn the other topics. Oh, okay. What other topics did you want? Do you want to keep going with something else now? Sorry. I didn't mean to get, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm getting carried away. Let's go to the other ones. Okay. Ad copy. All right. So let's see what we got left. So, oh, wow. Yeah, it's 8:51. All right. Good. Very helpful. All right. Sorry, guys. I want to get too carried away. Let's do this. Now, where were you guys posting most of your, tell me, everybody type this in. Type in every platform you're putting ads on, and then tell me how many ads for each platform you got. So if you're posting on Craigslist, tell me how many ads you got, but also all four. Craigslist, this many ads. Facebook, this many ads. Letgo, this many ads. Marketplace, this many ads. Give me those 4 platforms. Okay, and type it in the chat. Take your time. Go ahead and type it right now, but type all 4 at the same time so I can see. And I want to see what people are actually doing, because this helps me a lot. Because if you're not all posting on, like, let's say Letgo, then we need to go over how to create a Letgo ad right now. Let's see. Okay, and I'm going to assume if you only say Craigslist that you're not doing anything else but Craigslist. So please, if you're doing more than just Craigslist, make sure to type all 4 of those and how many ads, so I'll know that. Am I frozen? Somebody said my video's frozen. Let's see. 5 to 7 from Craigslist. Craigslist paid Facebook ads, 5 ads on Craigslist, 1 marketplace, 1 group. Craigslist 10 ads, Letgo, OfferUp. Wow. Craigslist 15 ads, 4 ads. Okay. 2 on OfferUp, 1 Letgo, 3 Facebook. Craigslist 32, Marketplace 4, OfferUp 2, Letgo 1. One says paid Facebook ads and Marketplace. Someone says never counted, but I post daily. It says 5 a day, 1 ad on Letgo, Facebook group 7 a day, 1 Marketplace, OfferUp 1 a day, 5 miles 1 a day. Good. Lane says Craigslist 18, Marketplace 1 per day, group 7 per day, apps 1 per day. Okay. Good. Now everybody's starting to post. So it looks like you guys are posting on the apps. So what questions do you have on the ad copy? Let's go over that stuff. Felvin says 25 Facebook stories. Ooh, 25 Facebook. Oh, wait, that's Chris Schroeder is posting in 25 Facebook stories. You're doing 25 Facebook stories today, Chris? Is that working for you? Are you getting a lot of leads that way? It says yes. Wow. Okay, do you guys know how to post in a Facebook story? I can show you right now. Who's posting in Facebook stories? All right. So what you do, let me pin the video on me here. All right, you go to your phone. You got to do this on your phone. This can't be done on a computer, right? And let me pick a group I'm in. Let's say you're going to find a group that you would post a regular Facebook group post in. Let's say, okay, here we go. RI resale, buy, sell, trade. You guys can see this. And okay, so if you look right here, see that little button? It says create story. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture and you're going to upload that. You click on that and you're going to upload a pic to the group. Okay, so you take a picture here. I don't know if I have a pic on my phone because my employees do this, but I have one in my groups. So I'll show you some of the posts in my groups that we do, that we use, some of the posts for the Facebook stories that we actually use. Let me see. Give me a second. Load it up on my computer. And I'll show you guys how to post in a Facebook story. And I'll show you some of the results we've actually had. So let's see, which one was that? Oh, by the way, guys, this was one of my employees had posted this. This is my employee communication group. This is a private secret group for me to communicate with my employees. He had posted this ad on Marketplace. I just want to show you this really quick, and I'll show you the Facebook stories. If you're on Marketplace and see this right here, he said, my ad got flagged. He's a newer employee. He just started doing this. He put his phone number here in typed letters, which was wrong. That's going to get you flagged on Marketplace. He also put, looking for smartphones, I pay cash on the spot. This is not like Craigslist. So if you're making Marketplace posts that look like this, you're going to get flagged, just so you guys know. Has anybody else gotten flagged on Marketplace like that? You want to just leave this blank, or just say like message for details, or just put some like just general thing like good condition or something like that. You want to have a paper that says with your phone number on it, message for details. That's the proper way to do a Facebook Marketplace post. All right, let me get back to the stories. Sorry. There we go. Let's see. Oh, so this was a good group post, by the way, right here. I buy phones, nice and clear, easy to see, $100 bills, right? These are some ads, actually. Those are Craigslist ads. Oh, that is. Here's a group post, group story. So this got 184 views. So here's the cool thing. When you post this in the group, this was buy, sell, trade, RI, and mass. It got 184 people saw this ad. So when you post this in a lot of groups, these get more. Look at this one, 274. This is just from one group, 274 views for free for one group using Facebook stories. Okay, and this is the picture, and you can see we buy phones, electronics, got the paper there, get cash, and we use a lot of electronics because it's better chance of getting items rather than just phones. Here's another group, 184. So almost 1,000 people. Look at this, 331 from this group. Almost 1,000 people saw our ads that day from posting in Facebook, just from Facebook stories. Okay, who's doing this strategy? Let me look at the chat really quick to see if this is helping you guys. Someone says, glad the ad stuff is going well. Oh, Chris is there, awesome. Bob says, I am. Bob's doing 20,000 a month. You guys are having a big side conversation. How many people are going to go try this Facebook story thing? Someone says, can you do just the same groups daily? You can, but they'll probably ban you if you do it every day. Like do it sporadically. Chris, how often do you do it? Yes, the story is public. Yeah, you put it right into the stories. Have you guys seen stories? Like the story is a little thing on the top of your profile. Like for example, if you go to my Facebook profile, you'll see like, here's my story. Like you click on it. It's like a little movie that you make, and people can look at your story, and you can like upload clips.
Just laid out to take a picture. That's our shipments for today.
See, that's like my story. This is just my personal story. And then you can put that in groups. But in group stories, it's great because everybody in the group, that little story symbol pops up so they can see it. Bob says you have to post to each individual group. Yes, you can't do them. You have to post this individually. You can't do it like a bulk post, unfortunately, with that right now. And it lasts for 24 hours. Yes. Yep. Okay. So there's the Facebook stories. What else do you guys want to see? Do you want to see like Marketplace tips, let go? What do you guys want to see for ads? Craigslist? What will be helpful for you? What are you guys struggling with? What do you want to see more? Ad copy tips. So you got to be a little bit more specific than ad copy because it depends on the platform. Every platform you write the ad copy differently. So you got to tell me like what worked. You let me know what's working. Let's see. Deb Little says Marketplace or Craigslist. Sam says Facebook groups. Someone says let go or offer up. Travis says, okay, so how about this? Why don't we do this? This will be even better. Who here is getting tons of leads from Marketplace? Who's getting like massive leads from Marketplace? Chris says he used to. Karen says me. Okay, so let's this will be even more helpful. Everybody right now, I'm going to go to the members group, okay? And I'm going to put a post that says, post your best ads, go. Okay? I just made that post. So everybody go to the group right now, right? And if you're watching the replay, you can actually go to the group right now and search for post your ads, go in the group search bar, and you'll find this thread, all right? Everybody post if only if you're getting lots of leads. If you're getting lots of leads for marketplace, post your best marketplace ad right now under that post and write marketplace and how many leads that you're getting. If you're getting lots of leads on Let Go, post your best Let Go ad right there. Okay. If you're getting lots of leads on Offer Up, post your best Offer Up ad there. Now, don't be afraid people are going to steal your stuff, guys. Do me a favor. Don't just rip off people's pictures, okay? If we're going to do this, please let's work together. Use the strategy of what the picture looks like to make your own pictures, but don't just steal their pictures, because some of these platforms, if you just steal other people's pictures, it causes multiple people to get flagged, and we don't want to do that, right? So we want to make sure that we all continue to keep posting lots of ads and get lots of leads. Okay, awesome. I see things coming in right now. Pablo put his best ad for marketplace. Awesome. Thank you, Pablo. I really appreciate that. I see you guys are commenting right now, so let's just share it as we go. And by the way, thank you guys for doing this. It's very helpful to do this for everybody. A lot better than me just trying to talk about it. It's better if we just see what's working. So Pablo, and here it is. He put marketplace. He's got a red phone with that. That's awesome. Frankie is working good. This is from marketplace, Frankie. Is that one? Can you edit that post so it says marketplace in there? And you okay, Sam says that marketplace, that one's working good. Okay, good. Will posted this one here. This is marketplace. Okay, and if you guys have ones for other than marketplace, post it. Lane said this is my best ad for marketplace, cash for smartphones. Awesome. This is brilliant, guys. I really appreciate it. Felden's got his here. Felden's doing awesome. I pay cash for iPhone. Look at that. That ad is ugly as hell. And isn't that awesome that the ugliest ads work the best sometimes, guys? See, sometimes people are afraid to make ugly ads like this. Felden is one of the top performers in this group. Isn't that amazing? So don't be afraid to make ads that look terrible, because sometimes they get the most attention. Chris Schroeder told me today one of his best ads was a piece of paper that he posted on it that just said, "I buy broken stuff," which is fantastic. And I've tested it too, and some of the ugliest ads are the ones that work the best. Kenneth says, feel free to steal this. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, Kevin. Tom, you guys are fantastic. Duke, marketplace. Awesome. Awesome. So what you guys do now, if you're watching the group chat replay, or if you've watched this group chat, now all you got to do is when you go to the group search bar, what's this? What did I type in the ad again? Post your best ads. So just type in post your best ads. Boom. And there you go. Now you guys can click on that thread, look at all the comments, and get lots of ideas. Nice shortcut. Probably the fastest and easiest I could ever teach you guys how to post good ads right there. What do you guys think? Is that cool? Dad says, great info. Awesome. Huge help, guys. Laugh a lot. Greetings. I should have shared the napkin ad. Oh, there you go, Felden. Awesome. I'm thinking about doing this, like, what do you guys think in the group? I'm thinking about doing things like maybe once a week we share our best ads. That way we don't have to cover it on the group chat. If we just share our best ads, we don't really need to talk about it. We've already got it covered. Or like do appraisal drills once a week or something. Everybody seems to like I did an appraisal drill the other day. Is that helpful for you guys when we do that stuff? Everybody said yes, yes, yes. All right, sweet. Cool. And by the way, we already had 2 new people hit 10,000 a month, so you guys are on fire. Even though it's a little bit tough right now, it's a little slower, but guys, everybody's still crushing it. We just got to keep sharpening our skills and helping each other. Uh-oh. What happened? Someone is sharing their screen. Let me see if I can exit out of that. Could you mind? Oh, well, thank you for sharing your ad. We appreciate it. But do you mind stop sharing for a second? Let me share mine really quick. There we go. Okay. All right. So Felden says, I'm doing better this month, even though it is slow. So Felden says, just more aggressive with ads. Yeah. So when it gets slow, you just post more ads, guys. Like spam. Create multiple Let Go accounts and create ads like that. Post as groups. Post as stories as much as possible. So there's a common trait. Lots of leads and really good closing average equals big numbers. So you see the guys like Chris, Felden, all the people that are doing big numbers in the group, they're always posting lots and lots of ads, getting all the leads in. Because even if you're not good at negotiating, if you're getting lots of leads, then you're going to do a lot better. But if you combine the two, you're going to do amazing. All right. Any last questions? We got like 5 minutes left. Is there any of these things that we didn't go over yet? Was there any other help? direct buyers. Do anybody want to go with direct buyers or bill of sale issues? Which one would you rather see? Direct buyers or bill of sale issues? Sheila says, I'm stuck on negotiation after you ask if they tried selling it themselves or they tell you they want. You say the market won't wait. Oh boy. Woo. I can't keep up because all the things are coming in. Bill of sales. All right. Bill of sales. Everybody's asking about the bill of sale. Let me try to read Sheila's comment. It got buried because all this stuff came in. Geez, I lost it. I'm sorry, Sheila. I lost your question. You know what? Maybe if we do a negotiation role play one day, you can come on and do a role play with me. All right. So bill of sales. What questions do you guys have on bill of sales? Will says, if I'm still stuck in negotiation, after you tried selling stuff, they won't tell you, do that. They still won't budge. I get that far off, and then they stop talking. They get annoyed. So it could be, guys, thanks, Feldon, for reposting Sheila's question. It could be your offer is off. So if you're getting a lot of the same objections, you're not closing anybody, check to make sure your appraisals are right. You might want to check your appraisals with the group. Do an appraisal and say, okay, I appraised this phone here. The buyer has this phone. I appraised at this price and offered this. Did I do good on my price? And ask everybody for a price check. Don't just say, what would you pay for this? Because most people won't respond in the group. Ask them, say, I offered this, and this is what I appraised it for. What do you guys think? All right, let's talk about bill of sales for a second. Sorry, I'm trying to answer so many questions here. Customers don't have a problem when I mention bill of sale. So what's your biggest objection with the bill of sale, guys? Biggest objections, type it in. They always ask, why do you need my ID, or I'm not giving you my info? Why do you need my ID? Why do you need my ID? I don't feel comfortable giving that information. ID, objections. All right. So let's do this. Let's do a quick role play. You just gave me the price. I said, let's say you told me $50 for phone. I said, okay. How are you guys going to take it from there? What would you guys say? So, yeah, $50 is good. I'll take that. Go. Give me the next step. Type it in the chat. Someone says, awesome, please remove any accounts on the phones and reset it. Ooh, please bring your ID. Okay, do you want to meet at 5 at McDonald's? Ouch. Ooh, Sam says, great, I'll also see you. Wait. Okay, so I definitely see why we're getting a lot of ID problems. All right. So guys, we tend to attract more of what we focus on, right? Who's afraid to ask for the ID here? Be honest. Anybody afraid? Felon says, not me. Diana says, no. Will says, me. Sam says, yes. Someone says, me. Guilty. No, no. So we got kind of like maybe 30, 40% of people feel a little weird asking for ID and 60% don't, okay? Guys, asking for ID is just asking for someone to sell you the phone. It's just like anything, right? So when I'm on a phone call with someone, right, here's what not to do. These are things that are going to hurt. You're going to get more objections with the ID if you ask like this. So I'll just need to see a driver's license and have you sign a bill of sale. Guys, if you do that, you're going to kill your deals because you're attracting, again, more of the objection, right? You're making a bigger deal than it really is. Instead, just say, okay, great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the business. That's the first thing you should say to someone. Who says that first? Thank you. I really appreciate the business. Because when you say that, now everything else is still positive afterwards, right? Sometimes I've seen a lot of negotiations and I see like some of the things people say, it almost makes the other person feel like a criminal. Like, for example, they're like, okay, yeah, I'll do $50. Okay, good. Now it's not iCloud locked, right? Or now I'm going to need to make sure I get a driver's license because I don't want to buy stolen stuff. How do you think that makes the other person feel if we say that type of stuff to them? They're going to get defensive. They're going to make you like, it's almost like you believe they're a criminal already, and they're not even a criminal. They're a nice person who just wants to sell your phone, and you're talking to them almost like they're a criminal. And then they start getting the vibes like, who is this guy? He must buy from criminals all the time, but I'm not going to go meet this guy. He sounds real shady. He's all telling me, is it stolen? What is this guy, regularly buy stolen stuff? I'm all set. I'm not buying from this guy. I'm not selling to this guy. Does this make sense, guys? So it's actually almost brings more of the problem by asking that way. So instead, you want to say, thank you. Look, I really appreciate it. Okay, David sells. He's doing fantastic. He has a great relationship. He says, great, thanks. Before we purchase any item, you just need to turn off the Find My iPhone and log out of iCloud. Then a factory restore is required to erase all your personal data. Also, we require to show a field ID and bill of sale at the time of purchase. Thanks. Okay, that was good. But Dave, you're doing fantastic, but I still think that might be too much information, right? So what might be better is to just keep it short and sweet and move in steps. Move in steps. So you don't want to say all of that information in one text or one word. You want to take it slow. So thank you very much. I really appreciate the business, Chris. I'm able to meet you at so-and-so place in about 15 minutes. Does that work for you? Great. Okay. Let me give you the address. It's 555 Smith Street. Okay. And are you able to meet in 15 minutes? Does that work? Or do you need more time? 15 minutes works? Okay, awesome. Okay, Chris, can you do me a favor before you come down? I just need to make sure if you could just bring an ID with you, that would be great. Yeah? Okay, great. So see how I did that? I move in steps. It's not all just about what you say, guys. It's how you also say it. So it has to be done in a process. So if I said all of that in one step and I said, oh, thank you very much I really appreciate the business. Now I can meet you in about 15 minutes. We're going to meet at the McDonald's in Johnson Street in Warwick. And also, I'd like you to restore the phone and also bring your ID. Do you guys see what it's like when I just said that all at once? How did that feel? You're like, okay. You're almost scared now to bring me the phone because you're like, I don't want to mess this process up. So instead, they're like, what is wrong with this guy? Break it down step by step. And you just say, can you bring your ID? Is that cool? That's it. Just ask that you bring an ID. Is that cool? Real simple. Why do you, if usually you don't get all those problems if you ask right. But if you do get this, why do you need my ID? Oh, it's just a law in Rhode Island. We have to make sure that we get ID from sellers to make sure we don't buy anything stolen. Is that cool? Quick explanation. That's it. Nothing like, no, I'm a reseller, I need to protect myself or anything. Just really quick. It's just a law that we got to buy it so we don't get in trouble with stolen items. Is that cool? Nice and simple. Did you guys find that helpful? Is there any questions you have on that specific thing at all? Everybody says yes, yes, yes. So if this is overwhelming, by the way, there's a lot to remember here, guys. This is not an overnight process. You're building a business. Continue to keep working on your skills. Keep watching the group chats. Be involved with us every week. Just come here and you'll just keep getting better and better and better and better the more you do. So if you find yourself making a lot of these mistakes, it's okay. Everybody does. This is like an art. Even me, right? I mean, I have room to improve myself on certain things. We just keep coming here and we keep getting better and better every time. When I first started this group, we had people that were only doing 5, 6, 7,000 a month on average. Now we got people popping out 20,000 a month every single month regularly, 10,000 a week, multiple students. 10,000 a month. Deb says, Dave, is there a place to resume? Yes, so I'm going to post this replay in a little bit for you guys as well. All right, I think we're going to wrap the group chat up for today. Is that cool? Did we cover most of the stuff, guys? Is that good? Thank you to everybody. And by the way, thank you for the other guys in the group that are helping out and giving like a lot of their tips, like Chris Feldon, Aaron Goldstein has been helping out a lot. Anybody else that is in the group here that's been sharing their information, we greatly appreciate it. And also, guys, share your stories like in the groups. I would love to see new people talk about what their problems are, right, and how they're inspired. I encourage like whatever issues you're having to share it with the group. Like be vulnerable. Tell people, hey guys, this is what I'm working on. Try to be productive and specific with your questions, but don't be afraid to put it out there because that's how you get the help. That's how you connect with people. But just don't do it in a complaining way. Don't say, hey guys, I'm not making any money with this business. Say, hey guys, I'm really struggling to get leads with Craigslist. Here are my Craigslist ads. Could you guys give me a critique? Ask a very good, specific, positive question. You'll get better answers too in the group, and you'll connect with some of these guys and make friends. This is how guys like Chris and Felding get to know each other. We work together, or any of the other guys that are doing big numbers in the group, because we connect, we share ideas, and we continue to grow. All right, guys. Oh, Tom says, people who get 50 plus leads, how long does it take you to respond to them all? That's a good question. We should probably save that for another group chat, but I'll give you a quick answer for that. For responding to a lot of leads, copy and paste. Do a lot of copy and pasting. It makes it so much easier. If you can have, David says golden info tonight as usual. Thanks, Dave. If you can have like the objection rebuttal script, if you can download that onto your phone, copy and paste that right off the script into your leads, right? And have common objections saved in your phone, and then just do a quick response to those. It helps a little bit. You can also keep your desktop out in front of you and then have your phone out, right? And then like type on your, I can't, it's tough because I'm on a video, so I can't show you my desktop, but you can have a document open on your desktop and copy paste off the document and do it right into your your messages that way. The only thing is you can't use that for like let go or offer up, I don't think, is on the desktop, I don't believe. But you can do it with Marketplace and your Facebook groups at least. That saves a little bit of time. Mohammed says you can. Oh, you can. I didn't even know that. Okay, sweet. So there you go. You can go on let go and offer up. Let go is desktop. Nice. Well, that makes it super easy then. You can go on let go and do it because I have my employees respond to leads, so that's one I'm not sure about. But if you could do that, then just copy and paste the script right off that. Keep all your common responses saved in a Word doc, and then just copy them right into the response for each message. Save you a ton of time. All right, guys. Have a great day. You guys keep crushing it. Everybody do a great job. Keep up the good work. It's been awesome. Thank you again for everybody who's sharing your information and helping each other too. I greatly appreciate that. We'll see you guys next time.